There are already 13 people waiting. Yay! Okay. And my camera is a little bit weird for now, but you'll see why in a minute. Hi, everybody. We got Sharon, Arlene, Dave, Cheryl, another Sharon, and we have K9 Crazy. We got Patricia. Oh, wow. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to, I think this is my first Reiki live stream, and I'm really excited about this. All right, I'm going to flip the camera around. Here we go. Okay. So this bunny is my little Reiki friend. His name is Rainbow, and he's very special. I got him probably for Easter when I was about 7, maybe 8. I don't remember who he came from, someone in my family, but my little brother got one too, and he named his Coco. Coco had a peach kind of face and Rainbow had a green face. That's how we could always tell whose was whose. Anyway, so I've had Rainbow forever, and he's kind of the perfect size to use as a surrogate. So instead of having you guys on my Reiki table, we have Rainbow chilling out on my desk. Oh, we got more people. We got Jennifer, Diane, and Debbie. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just gonna get set up. Oh, I'll move my cards. I guess I don't really need them for now. We might do something with cards maybe after the session. Oh, hi, we got Little Sparrow has joined the chat. Okay, cool. I'm really happy. There's a whole bunch of you guys here. I like that you were also interested in Reiki, and I was getting so many emails from, actually quite a few of you viewers, but I was getting a lot of emails, people just asking about Reiki, like, is it going to help me with this condition, or can it help me with this? And maybe when more of us join the chat, I'm going to spend a few minutes to give everyone a minute to settle in and join. I'm going to give more people a chance to join before we get started. Hello to Deanna, sending love, light, and gratitude from Arlington, Texas. Thank you. All right, let's see. I have a kind of a bag of rocks, so to speak, I guess. All my lovely crystals. Sharon's asking, can you use the bunny to do Reiki on yourself? I don't see why not. I mean, if I was having a pain, actually, I'm going to be straight up with you guys. I am having a lot of pain lately. It's in my lower back and my hips. I think it's sciatica. Something is just out of place. I'm going to go to the chiropractor soon, and I know that's just a short-term fix, but I've been doing some yoga and just trying to get myself aligned again. So this Reiki session is actually going to help me too. But I suppose if I was really, I do put, Reiki on it and stuff. That's what I was trying to do last night. But if I was having like a hard time and maybe it was in an area I couldn't reach, I could always just use Rainbow as a little surrogate, because Spirit knows where the healing needs to go. Reiki is very intelligent energy. It knows where it needs to go, and it knows like how much energy is needed in a certain area before it's time to move on and heal somewhere else. Ooh, Dave's saying give Victoria Skirbo a call. She's a chiropractor. She is very good. Well, I haven't gone to, I haven't contacted her or anything, but a long time ago, I would watch her readings, and she was very good. Oh yeah, some of you guys are saying that walking helps. Little Sparrow saying for her, she has to walk like 4 or 5 days a week, or she gets some pain, even just a short walk. And a couple of you guys are also saying that. My boyfriend takes me for walks a lot. Oh my God, I sound like a pet. We go for walks together a lot. Just about every day. Not quite, maybe every other day. It's getting warmer now though, so we can do this every day. And the route that we usually go takes us on the walking trails through, there's a park right just down the street from our place, and it's like kind of a hilly area. And at the end of the route, before we go back on the sidewalk and across the street and stuff, there's a whole bunch of stairs. And I really, really did not like the stairs. I'm getting used to them now though. I would have like so much pain just like getting to the top, and then it's like, oh my God, my chest hurts. Oh my God, I'm breathing so heavy. Like, oh my God, I'm 25. I'm so out of shape. Like that's how I was feeling, right? But it gets easier. And I find that it really helped with my back pain as well. The stairs, not so much, but the walking. I started doing a little bit more yoga. Yoga with Adrienne. I'm sure some of you guys have heard of her channel. She has a really, really good yoga sequence for sciatica pain. And it helps a lot too, so I might do some of that later today. I love yoga too. Rebecca's saying she loves yoga, and I do too. I used to do it every day. I'm getting back into the habit though. It's really good, and I'm not the most athletic person, but anyone can do yoga, and that's something I love about it, because you don't have to be good at it. You just have to do it properly so that you don't hurt yourself. But once you figure that out, you really don't have to be like super flexible or whatever, because it's still going to benefit your body, and that's the point of it. Okay, so we got 34 people here. Hello and welcome. I'm going to set some crystals out. These are some of my older ones. Clear quartz. This was a little rose quartz. It's kind of faded, but this might also, I'm not sure what this one is. I think it's also a clear quartz. It's just see-through. I really love black protective stones. This heart is shungite. I think this arrowhead is also, I think it's also shungite. Maybe it's onyx. Actually, you know what? I think it's onyx. It looks the same as my cat. So. Spirit's telling me to point the arrowhead. Oh, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that. Let's see. Well, kind of. I'll move Rainbow's ears. You can relax your ears, bunny. There we go. But it's, the arrowhead is pointing at the crown chakra. Spirit wants me to put that there. Oh, Steve says I actually got a live notification. So rare. Oh, I'm glad. But yeah, YouTube likes to go and change people's settings on them. So I just learned recently that something they like to do is change notification settings from all to like personalized. So you may have to go into your settings and look at how notifications are, because YouTube could have changed it on you. Okay, I got my magnets. I love these. I can't remember what metal. Actually, they might be hematite. Because my ring, it's since broken, but it was the same. It was magnetic. The kids I babysat used to think it was really cool. They thought it was magic. Okay, Spirit's telling me to put the magnets here. The throat chakra. Oh, I was gonna say, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I don't want the magnets to roll away. I like that Rainbow still has his original ribbon. I guess I never took that off him, ever. I think my mom told me not to do it because it would be hard to tie it back on or something like that. I mean, that makes sense, but he's gone through the washer and dryer I don't know how many times throughout his lifespan. Okay. The arrow pointing at the crown chakra. Now, Cheryl's asking what the magnets do. It might be different for other people, but for me personally, what I use them for is to draw out, it's almost like sucking out the really dense energy, sucking out the negative energy and removing it from my aura, holding on to it until I can recharge the crystals or the magnets. That's what I use them for. And that's what Spirit's directing me to do with the throat chakra here for, for everybody. For some reason, that's something important. There's something that needs to be removed from that area. Okay, I'm gonna keep these little, I'm gonna just keep these crystals sitting up here, I think. I like this pretty stone. It's a Haida art. Oh, actually, did I pronounce that right? Haida, is it Haida or Haida? They're the First Nations group in British Columbia. They have beautiful art. And now this isn't sodalite. I think sodalite is blue. I don't remember which kind of crystal this is, but I really love it. I think of it as a protective stone as well. And it's like it brings guidance. Oh, I said it right. It was Haida? Cool. Yeah, we'll just put these here. Okay. I got my rose quartz, my amethyst. We're almost ready. Almost. It's just something I want to do quick. Do I need any more crystals, Spirit? Yes, a couple. Spirit wants me to have some variety of colors. I can never remember what this one's called, but it looks like sugar. And it's gorgeous. It's one of my favorites. I wish I knew what it was. I used to remember, or I used to know, but I don't know. I'll look it up. But this is also one of my favorites, my septarian. I have a little spherical septarian. It's a very small one, about yay big, but it is inside my money jar. You can't see it, but it's sitting in the middle. I don't feel like opening it though, because that's not what we're working on right now. I like the septarian because to me it helps to ground and helps me to sort of heal in the lower chakras. The red, orange, and yellow, so root, sacral, solar plexus. The more the world connected ones, maybe. Because, the higher you go, the more spiritual sort of the properties become. But I really like that. Where should I put this one? So up here? Up here? Amethyst, always a favorite. Pyrite. My auntie gave me this when I was a kid. This one came from Chilliwack, BC. I've always loved, I think it's pyrite. Anyways, it's so sparkly, it's gorgeous. I've held on to it for years. Spirit's instructing me to warm up my wand. This wand is actually selenite. Spirit, do I need any candles? Any in particular? Not necessarily. But if I want to, I just was told not necessarily, but if you want to, you can. So, what I'm going to do is get some tea lights. Honestly, for like magic and Reiki purposes, I love using tea lights because they're small, they're cheap. You can get like, I bought a pack of 100 from Walmart and I think it was like $10. Super cheap. And you can get a ton of them at a time, so you can stock up. I have an empty iced tea can. It's about like this tall or whatever, and it's full of tea lights. So we're going to use these, and I'm going to carefully move Rainbow over here so that I do not accidentally singe his little fur, his ears. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look at that. I have exactly 7 over here. 7. Well, no, technically 8, but it's 1 is part of a different spell that I was working on. I might share that one with you guys later. Okay. It's getting time to begin. Oh. Not quite. Now, some people prefer to do magic with matches because the wood feels a little bit more natural than a lighter. But honestly, to me, it's a preference thing. Maybe it depends on the kind of magic you're doing. If you're doing like some earth magic or something like that, then maybe it would help. But my thing about magic is you use what you have. Use what you have. Spirit knows what you're working with, and as long as you're trying and you have a good intention, then there's not going to be a problem. They will have no problem working around your lack of certain tools or things like that. Sometimes the tools aren't even necessary for magic. Maybe for some things, but I don't think they're necessary for everything. Five. Come on, 6. And this one might need a little bit of encouragement to light. You can do it. Come on, little tea light. There you go. 7. 7 tea lights. Sorry. Okay. Spirit saying it doesn't matter if they're perfectly straight or not. My ego self likes to have things lined up and everything matching nicely and stuff like that. Dave says just don't try rubbing sticks together. No. But what I'm going to do is burn the cinnamon. And depending on how often you do this and burn the cinnamon sticks, a bundle of, how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I used to have maybe 5 in here, but a bundle of about 3 or 4 can last you quite a while. Because I put this together back in June, and well, it's March now, so it's almost been a year. And I still have a lot left. So what I'm going to do is call upon the highest vibrational. I'm also hearing that from Spirit that I should call upon the brightest, the most loving, the most sincere beings who want to be part of the session and who want to help. I call upon the spirit guides of everybody watching, my own spirit guides, the ascended masters, healing guides. I call upon the presence of angels who would like to join this healing session. I make this message loud and clear that only love is welcome here. Okay, and so it is. And it doesn't matter if you are watching this live or if you are watching this back a few hours from now, or a few days or a few years. Reiki is timeless. The reason that we can send distant Reiki, like what we're doing now, is because Reiki can transcend space and time. You can send healing to the past. And no, I guess you can't really change the past, but you learn from it. But you can send healing to the past to heal yourself, because you from 2 years ago and you from today are the same. You're the same soul. And Spirit's saying that it can still help your healing process. And sometimes we can send healing to the past to heal our child selves, to heal, and that might help us to heal our inner child as well. And maybe for some people, it's just a more symbolic thing, sending healing to the past. It's like looking at a picture of maybe your younger self or your child self and saying, hey, I'm sorry all that stuff happened to you during that time, but I love you and I admire your strength. Keep going. And that can help your healing in the present moment too. Okay, so rainbow is very, very relaxed here. Spirit, can I move these? So I'm feeling like, yes, I can. So I'm feeling like I'm going to need to move them. I can cleanse them too. So this is just nothing fancy. I'm just feeling directed to do this over the candles. Sometimes I don't even know why I move my hand or my wand or stuff in a certain pattern or a certain way. I just feel guided to do it. So I trust the process and I go along with it. Okay. First, we're going to go over the aura, the energetic body. And I'm going to see if I can move my camera up a little bit. This is a camera stand that I don't often use, so I sometimes have an issue with it. I'm not totally used to it. But I just want to make sure everybody can see. Yes, little sparrow, they're over here. These are little hematite magnets. Oh, Juju B says, I never thought about sending Reiki to my past self to heal my current self. Yeah, that was something I was taught during my Reiki level 2, I think. Training I was learning how to send distant Reiki. And yeah, my teacher said that you could do that. You could send Reiki to the past. And just send healing. So I thought, that's kind of cool. There's a lot of people out there who need that. And if it's going to help you to heal in the present moment, then why not try it? All right. So now that I like that there's kind of a better view, trying to get a more overhead look. I won't fart around with this too much because I don't want to. This is supposed to be a Reiki stream, not a Sienna farts around with her camera stream. So here we go. Perfect. We're going to go over the auric body, the auric field. Yes, and you can send healing. You can send Reiki healing to past lives too. That's a really good point somebody just brought up. Yeah, Rainbow Bunny, he's just chilling, just vibing. And you guys at home, you can feel free to put on music. I often do have music going when I practice Reiki. The thing about YouTube is copyright nonsense. And, you know, I could put on, there is copyright-free music that's safe to use on stream, but I would rather just allow you guys to choose whatever music you want to. Whatever will help your healing, you know, whatever will make things better for you. I'm just going over Rainbow's aura right now. Oh, Rainbow / this is everybody's. This is a collective healing session. So this is healing for everybody, myself included. Here we go. And I feel guided to go over him like this in a clockwise direction. So I'm asking Spirit, like, why do I feel directed to do this? Why are you telling me to do this? And the answer that I heard right away was calling in the spirits, concentrating the energy. I guess this is what it's doing. Spirit just told me this now. Concentrating the energy. There is a Reiki symbol, Shokure. And since, you know what, I have my desk here, I have all my stuff. What I'm going to do my desk is a wreck, but it's okay. I'll show you what this looks like. This Reiki symbol, Shokure, and how to draw it. 1, 2, so draw 7, and then draw swirly. 1, 2, 3. Make it swirl about 2 or 3 times. I'll write this down for you. Shokure. It means place the power of the universe here. It concentrates the healing energy. Just makes it stronger. Place the power of the universe here. Or place the power of spirit here. Concentrate the energy. So we're going to put that here. Well, I don't want to put it near the candles. So we'll put that there. Shokure. I know you guys aren't able to see it, but we can review them again in a minute. So we're going to place the power of the universe here. Okay. The next thing that I'm going to do is what I do for clients. Now, to some, it's kind of funny, and when I did my master level training, I was taught to do this when clearing the aura. But you literally scoop any, you just kind of scoop away at it, and what you're removing is any dense or what we'd call like negative energy, uncomfortable energy, tension, foreign energy, and by foreign I just mean energy that does not belong to you, especially if you are an empath. And if you're watching my channel, there's a pretty good chance that you are empathic and you are connected to spirit. Even just having an interest in that kind of stuff is enough to start opening the doors to spirit. So what I do is I'm just going to go scoop away, pull away energy. I brush it off as soon as it's invisible, of course, but I always visualize it's like brushing off dirt off your hands. And when it touches the ground or when it's brushed off like this, it's gone. Sometimes a way to clear your energy in the moment, it only takes 2 seconds to do, and other people around you will not even realize what you're doing. if you're in a room that's got like a really tense vibe to it, or, you know, there's just a lot of negativity around, just brush it off like you're brushing lint off your clothing. That was something I was taught during my Reiki training, and I thought that was pretty cool. It's a subtle way to brush negativity off. Brush away energy that you do not need. And that's why I'm doing that, brushing it off with my hands. So this is kind of a healing session and a teaching session. And while I'm working on, well, on Rainbow, but while I'm working on all you guys and anybody else who tunes in either during the live stream or later, whenever in the future, while I'm doing this, feel free to just relax. I often tell clients, like, just get into, like, meditate if you like to do that. Feel free to have a nap. Just whatever it takes for you to relax, because that will make it, the healing, so much easier. Around the ears, especially, we hear so much negativity. We hear about so much negativity in our world, and our media is just bombarded with dense energy. And, you know, we do get our good news here and there, but it's always seems to be the drama and the bad and the pain of humanity that we just constantly hear about on TV and radio. And Spirit is instructing me to cleanse that from our collective energetic body, our collective aura. Spirit's like telling me, it's like literally pulling it out of the ears. Okay, I know that looks kind of funny, but that's what Spirit's telling me to do. And when I'm doing this, some people do hear ringing in the ears, or they feel like one, you know, when you feel your ears close for no reason, it might be one or both. Some people just kind of get tingling sensation. Now, some people, when they receive Reiki, don't feel anything, and that's fine too. It doesn't mean that it's not working. It's still working. It's just, that's your body's, I guess, way of receiving the energy. Some people just don't have any physical sensations during the, like they don't feel any tingling or warmth or transfer of energy flow or anything like that. And that's okay. In some people, during their first session or first few, it's almost like the body has kind of shut that off so that you don't become afraid. That's kind of something I've learned. Okay, so now what else do we need to do, Spirit? Just clearing away energy from the heart chakra. If I have any clients that I've done Reiki for previously watching, you'll know that during sessions, I often get spiritual messages or psychic messages come in. And I just repeat whatever it is Spirit is telling me to say. So sometimes I do a little bit of channeling during this. And I can feel the energy between my hands. It's very... Well, here, I'll show you. You can feel it too. Rub your hands together and hold them close to each other. You can feel, I mean, yes, the heat because of friction, but you can feel the tingling. That's the energy. That's the chi, or we call prana, ki. Reiki is Japanese. The ki is the life force energy. Rei means spiritual or universal wisdom. Spirit's saying it's time to start working on the feet, the root chakra. And I know other healers might do this differently. To me, the root chakra, when I'm doing Reiki, it covers the feet, the ankles, the shins, the knees, almost to the hips. I consider hips part of the sacral area. Then again, I'm not a anatomy expert or, but this is just how I practice it. And the beautiful thing about Reiki is you can practice it in a variety of different ways. So many people are on their feet all day with work or with life. And we don't realize how much energy is sometimes stored here. I'm gonna give Rainbow's little feeties a massage. Oh, massage. I don't normally massage clients. I'm not a registered massage therapist, but Spirit's telling me to just do this on Rainbow because this is something that the collective needs. A collective foot massage. No, it's symbolic of weariness this time. This is what Spirit's telling me. The feet and the ankles, the shins, the knees, they support our weight, our physical weight, and sometimes our body takes on our emotional weight, energetic weight. Sometimes we can be weighed down by density, by worry, fear, anxiety. Some people might feel tingling or warmth in the feet, in the ankles, shins, the knees. And again, like I said, some people might not feel anything, and that's okay. The healing is still working. On a human client, I would have my hands resting on the tops of the feet. They would have a blanket over them, and I'd have my hands on the tops of the feet right now. Sometimes gently rotate the ankles just back and forth a little bit, just to get some energy flow moving. Okay, Spirit's telling me it's time to, if you can see, my knee, my thigh. Okay, so this is what we'd be working on now, the upper knee and the thigh area. And I always keep my hands on a human client, because Rainbow's so small, it's a little bit different, but on a human client, of course, hands just on the tops of the thighs or just kind of on the side, whatever they're more comfortable with having touched. So everybody's a bit different. Spirit's saying that just as our legs support so much of our weight, our root chakra seems to take on so much of our fear, of our anxieties, the worries about our safety or our survival. Let this go. You are safe. The universe created you. The universe provides for you. You are supported. And you are safe. There's a lot of stress in the world right now. And maybe there's always been a level of stress in the world. It ebbs and flows. But your healing is consistent. Love is forever. Love never wavers. It's getting a little bit noisy outside. There we go. So what I'm going to do is just close my window. You exist and you are safe. And now, in the hips area. Now, of course, again, on a person, my hands would just be, hard to show you guys with my camera. Kind of different, but here, yeah, that works. Side of the leg, side of the hip there. Dave has a really good point. It's not always walking a tightrope. You don't have to worry about falling. Nothing can harm you. And you come to realize when this incarnation is over that there's more. This is not all there is. Life will always continue. There's kind of a safety net in realizing this and remembering this. That no matter what, you are always going to be okay. On some level, you are going to be okay. And now into the sacral chakra, kind of rules our emotions. It's the creativity center. The sacral chakra, when I did my training, I was told that it's located in sort of the same area. It's like the pelvic area around where the reproductive organs are. So in women, it would be where the uterus is. In men, I think it would be just like in that pelvic area. Maybe like above the pubic bone or something. Again, I'm not a medical expert, but this is what I was taught. That's the center for creation. And that makes sense, actually. Because, what do we create with the reproductive organs? Other people. That makes sense. People are so tired of being jerked around by fear and controlled by fear, manipulated with fear. It becomes draining. And since we are all connected, we're all one big collective, people don't always realize this at an earthly level. Some do, and some don't. That what affects one affects us all in some way. We feel the pain that others feel. We feel the fear that others feel. We pick up the vibrations that other people put out, and vice versa. This is a call to Spirit to heal the collective depression, the anxiety, the weariness, the world weariness, it's emotional weariness. It's a call for Spirit to heal this and to remove this now. Empathy is a beautiful gift. Sometimes it hurts us to know that other people hurt. It reminds you of who you are. Empathy reminds you of who you are. And who you are is love. There are many forms of love. Compassion and empathy are one. When your pain is because you pick up someone else's pain, and sometimes our pain is just from things in our lives. But when we hear about others' pain and it causes us to feel sadness or to feel their pain, it reminds us that we love. We are love and we do love. It reminds you of your true nature. And your true nature is love. Now we kind of switch gears a little bit, not too much. And we move into the solar plexus chakra, located just above the belly button. Just above the belly button, between the belly button and the sternum. This is the center of self-confidence, your relationship to yourself, your willpower, your self-esteem. The collective is in need of healing. Their self-esteem, their relationship to themselves. The way that you treat others is a reflection, sometimes, of the way you treat yourself. Sometimes. Some people treat others far better than they treat themselves. Even though they deserve to be treated with as much love and respect as they give. This is a call for that love and respect and compassion to return to you, to return to each of you. It's time for us to remember how powerful we are. The power we have to create our reality, to create a world of love and compassion, to create love and compassion inside of your own soul, inside of your own self. And when you well up with love and compassion for the self, it overflows and it flows into others. And now the heart chakra. Seems pretty self-explanatory where that is, in the chest. I don't know, Spirit's telling me just to rub Rainbow's belly. His belly and his chest, pretty much the same thing. He's so little. Now on clients, I would not do this. I don't necessarily touch the chest on clients, but what I do is I might go like touch on the rib cage if they're comfortable. Just below where, on women, just below where the underwire of your bra sits, or where the strap, like the, oh, what's that? The band around it, just below that. Or in the area by the collarbones on the chest. Just that upper part, just kind of just below the neck, just up in here, up in here. And sometimes when I do that, I have the hands on the shoulders as well. So many people in this world are afraid to love and are afraid to open up. And even though they desperately want to express it and receive it, they just don't know how. And they're afraid of harm, and they're afraid of vulnerability. It is safe to let that go, even just for this moment right now. It is safe to open up to the divine flow of love and light, the divine flow of compassion and healing and care and trust. Spirit will never lead you wrong. They will never lead you to a path that you cannot take. They will never lead you to an area without help. They'll never abandon you. They'll never forget you. In fact, you are so loved by Spirit that they celebrate every victory with you. You woke up alive, and some people healthy, and some people in a home that is safe. Spirit celebrates that. Even if you just woke up alive, they celebrate. When you take care of yourself, it brings them great joy. It shows that you honor and appreciate the gift that they've given you, the gift of the human body, the human life, the earth experience, the human experience. Because after all, you are a spiritual being having a human experience. You are love, and you were sent to illuminate a place of darkness. You are love, and all is love. This is a call to spirit. May we heal that collective heart. May we all remember that it's okay to show compassion. It's okay to show mercy. To others and to the self. We thank you, Spirit, for your forgiveness and for showing us the way that we need to go in our lives, for showing us the decisions that will best help us. Because this means you love us, you want to teach us, and you want us to grow. So we thank you for the love that you've given us, and for the love that you are, and for the love that we are, because we are you and you are us. We're all one. And into the throat chakra. Just as we talked about when we pulled energy out from the ears, from the auric field, just as in the human body, the physical body, the ears and the throat have the connection, similar in the spiritual body, I'm being told right now. We hear so much negativity in our current media, and we hear about the pains of this world and the frustration and the struggle. Sometimes we become afraid to speak our truth. Because what if others don't understand? Just making sure that you can still hear me. I didn't realize I covered up my microphone. It is time to release that fear. I hear from Spirit. It is time to speak. It is time to sing. It is time to share the love that you bring. It's time to express the love that you bring. Those two lines came in at the same time. It is time to share. It is time to sing. It is time to express the love that you bring. Offer that compliment. Don't be afraid. The other person's response to it has nothing to do with you, but more to do with the way they love and value themselves. Sometimes in a physical body, it's hard to understand this. But sometimes you do not know what another person has lived through, and you do not know what another person may need help healing from. And sometimes a kind word is all it takes to put somebody back in a higher vibration, to put somebody on the track to healing. Sometimes a little bit of encouragement is all it takes. It's important that you speak your truth. And for some, this comes naturally. And for some, there is no fear of what others might say or think. But for others, there is a hesitancy. And it's natural. It's a result of conditioning throughout your life, throughout your physical existence. But it is crucial that you speak your truth and you live your life the way you intended to. Sometimes that means doing the best we can with what we have. And doing the best we can with what we know. It's still expressing your truth. Love who you are. And if that's hard, then love simply the fact that you are. The rest will follow naturally. The third eye chakra, almost everybody has heard of the third eye, on the forehead, between the brows, or just above the brows, some people say. The collective is waking up. We enter an age where spirituality becomes the norm, becomes the way, becomes the flow. It is not to be confused for human oppression. Spirituality is simply understanding and existing and living as your true self, your true spiritual form in a man-made body. We take a few moments here just taking some deep breaths. I'm being reminded of, now I grew up Christian, I'm being reminded of the church song, "Open the Eyes of My Heart." Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. You know that song. Open the eyes of my heart. Open our third eye. That's what that is. That's what the message. That's what this is. Open our eyes to spirit. The eyes of our heart, the third eye. That song is about opening the third eye. Somewhat. That's a very simple way of explaining it, but that's what it's about. Allow us to awaken. Allow us to see you, Spirit, everywhere. Allow us to recognize you for the beauty that you are. The beauty in nature, the beauty in other people, the beauty in our children, the beauty in ourselves. Help us to see beyond our present circumstances. Help us to see beyond our physical 3D life on Earth. Help us to see beyond the short term. Help us to see you. And now the crown chakra. The third eye and crown are so closely connected. Some people may feel now energy coming out from the top of the head. They might feel tingling or buzzing, warmth. Some people find that they get like the head or the scalp or their hair gets a little bit itchy. I hope that's not the case, but sometimes that comes up. It's just the flow of energy. Now what's happening is energy, when some people do energy healing, they may start at the top and go to the bottom. I tend to start at the bottom and move to the top. And any excess dense energy that hasn't already been removed all flows up through the body, through the chakras, and the healing energy, the Reiki, flows up through the chakras. Now, the mental image I'm seeing is each one lights up as the energy passes through it. So the root, ding, lights up, sacral, ding, lights up, etc., all the way up to the crown. And then the energy moves its way up through the crown chakra. I often feel it move up through my arm and out the top of my own head. And that's a little bit how I feel right now. Please bless our connection to you, Spirit, to the divine. Don't worry about that. It's okay. My man's just cleaning the house. Just wanted to check something. It's okay. You guys keep relaxing. Our subconscious has to process so much of our daily lives, and it processes so much spiritual information, and it can process things from past lives. It works so hard. So we ask Spirit to heal it, to cleanse it, to calm it, calm the subconscious. Let's release blockages, dense blockages that prevent the flow of divine love. Nothing can prevent divine love. Spirit's correcting me. Nothing can prevent the flow of divine love. Some things can just make it more difficult to receive the love. And so it is. So, Reiki rabbit rainbow. Rainbow, I sometimes call him Rainbow, my little Reiki rabbit. The tea lights can go out for now. Rainbow's just vibing over here, just chilling. You can hold on to these for a minute. Today's symbol that we used is Shokugure. Place the power of the universe here. That was a typical Reiki session. That's how I normally do it. I know other practitioners will do things a little bit differently, and that's okay. It all has the same effect. And it's all done in love and light. So to those of you who caught that live, that's really awesome. And to those who are just watching it afterwards, this will still work. It will still work. It's energy. This is energy. Reiki is timeless. It works outside of space and time. It works outside the bounds of human limitation. It does not know these same limitations that we know. Oh, you guys are saying it felt really good and everything is, that everything feels so much better. Dave says some things are just timeless. My most recent past life was vaporized in Hiroshima. I remember you saying this, and your first word in this life was hot. Amazing. Oh, Cheryl, thank you for that super chat. Thank you for your support. And this session is timeless. I will probably do more like this. I would love to. But feel free to always go back and watch this as many times as you need. Oh my gosh, I said that, and Keisha just said the same thing. She said she's gonna watch this again as needed. Oh my gosh, crazy. But wow, yeah. We're all so tuned into spirit right now. It feels great. And you know what's so interesting and it feels good is I've been standing this entire time for like an hour and 15 minutes just about. And oh, Patty, thank you for your super chat. And I really don't feel the same sciatica pain right now. It is gone. And yeah, okay, it might return later today and it might not, but I just know that I always have the divine at my fingertips. You always have the divine at your fingertips. All you gotta do sometimes is just ask for that healing. And with that, you guys, I hope that you have a fantastic week. You're gonna catch me again on Friday, and we're gonna do a viewer request stream. So that post is in the community section on my channel. Oh, Little Sparrow, thank you so much for your super chat. Oh. And here we go. I can turn it this way. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining. Feel free to share this session with anybody that is interested in Reiki and, you know, just hasn't booked their first time yet. Share this with the people you care about. And if you're not subscribed to my channel already, you should do that because I'm going to be posting a lot more of this stuff. Also, make sure that you hit the bell icon if you want notifications whenever I go live or make a post or something like that. The bell icon should be pretty useful for that. You might have to go into your settings. YouTube sometimes will change it on you for no reason. They've done it to me too, where the settings, instead of all your subscriptions, you get notified, only some of them. So you might have to go in and change it. But with that, you guys, thank you so much. You have a great week, and I'm going to see you on my stream on Friday.